All right, another summer project. There are 3 in the shop right now that are supposed to be done by the end of summer, so I wasn't looking to pick up another one, but this one came at a price too good to pass up. So this is an American Flyer mid-1930s City of Denver Streamliner. I believe it was a 3-coach set. This came with 2 of the coaches. Original paint, untested. So this looks very similar to the Lionel 636 that I restored a couple years ago. The Lionel didn't have original paint, so it got cosmetic and mechanical restoration. The American Flyer is just so cool looking that it's going to stay original paint. We're just going to make it run. So it arrived today. It has since been tested mechanically, and it has issues. So the rear car, starting at the back, one little pleasant surprise, when you take out the screws and you lift the lid, it still has its old like C7 Christmas style light bulbs. So I thought, hey, maybe those would work. But the wires are so frayed and covering is missing that it arced and sparked and the lights don't work. So this one's going to have to get new wires. It has a slider shoe on the rear truck only. So we're going to have to kind of clean that up, make sure everything's good, run a new wire up into the car, but not a heavy duty restoration on that. The middle car used to be a whistle car, but as you can see, the whistle is gone. So we will have to find some kind of whistle to put in here. I have an American Flyer whistle from a billboard that maybe will work, but it doesn't have a relay. It used to have a push button. If we can make a Lionel relay work on it, we will. If not, I have a working Lionel whistle. It might end up in the car. On the locomotive, oh, I forgot. And it only has 3 wheels. One of the trucks is missing a wheel. I'll find something that's very similar if I can't find an original American Flyer. The locomotive has this really cool motor tucked within. And I have one of these on a couple of my other American Flyers. It has a pendulum reverse unit in the back. Light bulb on the front. There are 2 screws that come down into the top. What's crazy about this is when you pick it up and try to run it, that's not right. So there are bushings inside that the axles run through. This had a lot of track time because the bushings are not round anymore. The hole has been worn to oval. So when you do that, you can see it kind of pulls the gears out of alignment. It runs in reverse. It won't run in forward. The pendulum unit is sticking very, very bad. The wires are actually in pretty good shape. There's not a lot of fraying on the wires. The light does light up, which is a bonus, I guess. So we're not starting with something dead, but we are going to have to change the bushings. So the wheels are going to have to come off, axles come out, bushings knocked out, new bushings installed and pressed, and then put the whole thing back together. Why we've got it apart, the plate, copper plate, is going to need to be cleaned. We'll change the brushes. We'll get the pendulum working again. And then put its wonderful cast shell back on top. So we have a partially running motor, a missing whistle and wheel, a slider shoe that needs repaired and wires replaced, but a very, very, very cool, very old set that I'm kind of anxious to get working on. So we'll show progress when we get there.